We're here together with Marko Grobelnik. Marko is a senior scientist on artificial intelligence in Slovenia in the Jozef Stefan Institute. And we're right now after his inspiring talk on artificial intelligence in this year's ICEGOV conference. ICEGOV conference of 2020 was done online because of the COVID situation. And it's high time we discuss a little bit about the core issues of his inspiring presentation today. So Marko, good morning again.
Good morning.
From Athens. And I suppose I'm talking to Ljubljana.
Ljubljana.
Okay, great. Marko, I heard a lot in your talk, and we discussed a lot about what AI can bring. There are a lot of people asking, what is this change that is going to happen? And especially in the government context. So can you give us a couple of examples of what can be a significant change that AI, artificial intelligence, can bring to the way societies work and live and prosper?
So AI, okay, the term AI is kind of interesting and it's kind of popular, but effectively what AI is doing is dealing with complex systems and modeling complex decisions, right? So this is the core of AI. Now, in the context of e-government, governments are always complex enough, right? Now, what would be some of the key benefits which today we don't have? For instance, AI could proactively warn about phenomena happening in a society which people wouldn't know. For instance, this would be one. This is something which we call anomaly detection, or we could simulate what kind of future could be in front of us if a decision maker takes a decision. This would be another one. This is something which today is not happening. But generally what AI provides is just better glasses so that we can see better what's actually happening. So this is what we would call situational awareness.
I get it. And during your talk, you mentioned a lot about this idea of digital twins. Okay, we know, some of us know about digital twins in the context of manufacturing. Boeing used to monitor their airplane via digital twin concept. But what can be the digital twin and how can we work with that at the context of a city, for example, or of a smaller unit?
Yeah, so digital twin, at the end, is just a piece of software. It's a system which tries to capture in real time the physical reality in a digital form. Right now, where the digital twin really makes the difference is what kind of questions we can ask the system and what kind of answers, the quality of answers we are getting. So this is where these different digital twins are getting kind of different. So what kind of questions and what kind of answers are we getting and how fast, right? So this would be the core of the digital twin. And now being applied either in a context of manufacturing or city or government doesn't make really a difference. Even a digital twin of a human body, right? It's more like a paradigm and approach.
Yeah, I think even for monitoring, is still very important. Imagine the mayor's house, let's say, having a full view of what is happening, not in the video of a city, but inside all this organization, how transportation, how people are moving, how offices are opening and closing, and so on.
Exactly. So I would say the first part of digital twin is always this more like an observatory where we collect the data and maybe visualize it. And simple digital twins wouldn't have capabilities of suggesting or recommending more complex decisions. But if we add on the top of this kind of observatory type of digital twin, a little bit of AI, a little bit of, I don't know, causal reasoning, some of this slightly more complicated algorithms, then we can leverage this collection of real-time data for even more sophisticated elements, not just observing, but also basically seeing where a system could evolve in the future, or how to manage, how to steer the system, complex system like a city or factory in the next steps.
So where are we really going? I mean, I'm optimistic about technology if we keep our minds, let's say, in the proper direction. Industries are already run by machines in a great extent. Maybe also tomorrow, service industries and service companies will also be run, and most of the job will be done by clever machines. Is the same is going to happen also for governments in the future? We think that, or we can say that in the future we will have a digital minister, for example, or a decision maker?
Yeah, in a way, industries are easier because industries or factory manufacturing plant, it's fairly rational system, well optimized, and it's not really much of any kind of soft politics behind. On the other hand, in the governments, right, the problem is not really rationality. This can be handled by, let's say, digital twin. The problem is the politics, the hidden politics, which is often untold. So that one is really hard to model, right? So in that respect, I would say getting rid of the ministers and high-level officials, which are actually running the politics, the soft politics, that bit will be a little bit hard to replace. But let's say the rational part of the decision making, that one for sure, I wouldn't say replaced, but certainly can be enriched with this AI technology. Having 100% algorithmic government, I don't see it at the moment yet, especially because of all these hidden elements which are hard to even observe or understand, and so on.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, it will all come down to the question I get from my students on this issue of AI and the emergence of this future. Should we be optimistic about it? They ask me.
Emergence of the future. So you see, I mean, we are both scientists, right? For us scientists, development or evolution of the science and ideas is fairly linear. So we are not, we know already today that in literature there are solutions or ideas which will impact our life in 10 years. We know this, right? So there's no question. The question is only which ones out of these many ideas which are appearing on different scientific events. Now, for the outer audience, right, for the general public, it looks like science looks like a step function. First nothing and then suddenly invention, right? Which maybe it's true because broader audience is perceiving science in future more like through the products which they get in their hands. But so here it's important to say that the future ideas are already present today, just we need to find them. And future doesn't look like very scary to me yet. In the next 5, 10, or even 15 years, certainly there will be developments, but certainly not developments which would, let's say, scare us. I think it will mostly improve our lives. There are dangers, but I think the profits will be way bigger than the bad sides.
Okay. Thank you for this short insight on artificial intelligence, digital twins, and the future. And I hope to have you again in one of ICEGOV or in one of other events we organize. And have a good day. And also a good day to all of you. Bye.
Thanks very much, Yannis.